Okay, we're in store for another duel cast here. We have the Dark Elves squaring off against some Empire foes, or at least for battle number 1. Let's take a look at my army. We've got a nice solid backline here of some Dark Shards, as we usually do. Always a favorite of these guys, especially when it comes to dealing with any kind of armored anything. They're going to just kind of pulverize things, especially any kind of Flying Lord, like that guy there. But we also have Black Ark Corsairs mismatched in here, 3 units of them, 2 units of Hargoneth Executioners, and a flank of Dread Spears, followed by 2 units of Cold One Knights. Now these Cold One Knights here are a really strong anti-large AP unit. I wanted to use them to lock up and bring down any potential threat from, say, Altdwarf Griffinites or anything like that sort. But we can see with our foe, they've got a pretty interesting army as well. 3 units of Flagellants, so they're going to be pretty effective here because they are Frenzy and Unbreakable and Damage Dealers, so they're going to be able to get up really close and personal, but they don't have any AP. They are going to deal with quite a bit of armor dealing with any kind of Elf, or Dark or High. Then we also have some Spearmen, some more Spearmen on their flanks here, kind of like a midline of greatswords, and then 2 units of swordsmen as well, with a far back line of 2 units of, well, 1 unit of handgunners, 1 unit of Free Company militia at the Sterling's Revenge. He does have a light wizard, oh, it's a gray wizard, my bad, whoopsies, which is an uncommon pick most days. I expect to see light wizards, but he has General of the Empire, no one special, and the Reichsguard. Let's kind of see how this plays out. I also do have a lovely Death Hag on her Cauldron of Blood. Real big fan of that unit. I love the way it kind of operates. It's a little bit scarier if you don't have a lot of anti-large on it, because it can actually get a lot of damage on the board. Already starting to open up here, pummeling into these Flagellants. 1 volley alone already kind of took away a good amount of health there. One of these, I believe, are the Tattersouls. Yeah, so. But a great... Ooh, Pendulum went off on me. I was not too keen on dodging that. But the whole front line has now engaged. Oh, yes. Yes. Spill the blood. The Death Hag getting up and close and personal in there as well. You can see that morale is tanking. I did not put Malekith on a mount. That was unintended, but it did happen nonetheless. And the back line here, what we're doing here is I'm pulling my Cold One Knights way far back. I'm forcing him to focus back on the back line so he can't spend as much time here on the front line, because he has his cannon dangerously close. This hill here prevents him from getting a line of sight on pretty much anything. Uh-oh. You can hear just Malekith just screaming. The Death Hag is really doing a number over there, though. I mean, we got 1 unit already down. She's already bumping into the next one with these great swords. Uh-oh. Fwamp. Morale dropping immediately. Getting eaten up. Hammer of Witches coming down real fast like. Look at that. What a nice overcast day. But General of Empire jumped into the wrong neighborhood. It's got some Dread Spirits ready to just delve it in deep on them. Their backline's going to start getting harassed. Got some Cold One Knights coming in there, locked up on these Reichsguard. Deliberately just kind of let them to their own devices so we can get up close and personal on those Sterling's Revenge. Death Hag jumping up on that General of the Empire. Give me that big bowl of blood. Got my Dread Spears. Dark Shards already kind of unloading on that General of Empire as well. Watch this health. Watch this health. Boom. Morale's going down. Health's being chipped away. Everything that could possibly be an anti-anything to that General of Empire is on it right now. Ooh. Eating it up. You shan't fly from these realms. Oh. That pretty much kind of does things for the most part now. Their general's dead, their lines are starting to falter, their backline's completely compromised. The Hargoneth Executioners have traded well with everything they've come up against, both in really good health here, and that kind of clinches it here with a quick victory for us. Let's take a look at that recap here before jumping into the next battle I have for you guys. Javert Played a real great... God, Javert, reminded me of that meme immediately. Played a really kind of creative army here. I like it a lot. He probably just needed a little bit more AP to really do the damage. I think that the Flagellants, while seemingly a good choice, just don't really match up against the Black Ark Corsairs, which I think already have, I believe it's 80 armor, and the Hargoneth Executioners have 100 armor. So, since they don't have any AP, they're really not going to be able to do a ton of damage to them. But the Kolbanites did do their job. They were able to really kind of lock down the back line, as well as take care of any threats from a mounted presence in the Empire. I was honestly expecting two mounted units of the Griffin dudes. That I could, as a guy who knows a bunch of lore, I always forget the names of things, and it's kind of embarrassing, to be totally honest. But you know, it is what it is. But we can see as a whole the Hargoneth Executioners 110, 68 kills, and 62, 85, 50 on the Black Ark Corsairs. Tons of damage being poured out by them. The Dark Shards didn't do a ton of damage, but again, that's not what they were there for. They were there mainly to lock up people like the General of the Empire, any kind of heavy armored presence. But overall, very quick, clean fight here. I really enjoyed this one. This was on our stream. I'm actually going to do another replay from the stream that I thought was a lot of fun. It's a Caledor-themed army. So as you can see from the loading screen here, we have 2 moon dragons, a sun dragon, dragon princes, and then our prince is, of course, on a dragon. So a Caledor-themed army against the Knights of Britannia. And we'll just kind of see how this goes right out the gate. So we see for they have Beast Lord has a really great setup here immediately. You know, 2 units of men at arms shields in the very front. A nice kind of midline again of foot squires. Then 2 supporting halberdiers with a unit of spearmen, and then a back line here of battle pilgrims. And a nice little Grail Knight there, and some Royal Pegasus and Lion Coeur, and a Grail Relic. You can't forget the Grail Relic. Oh, I believe they have a light Fey enchant or an enchant. Oh, yeah, enchantress. Or Damsel of Light. I'm not light, I mean life. But look at this. Look at these mighty dragons, these mighty drakes of old. Fell beasts. Interesting thing here, though. So this is our sun dragon, right? Yeah. These are supposed to look like this. I mean, the star and moon dragon and tabletop are almost indistinguishable. Doing some little some flying juking action, as you can see. Look at that nice cascading size. Beautiful beasts. Beautiful. Pay $500 and you can ride one today. Oh man, but imagine those dentures. Hot breath on your neck. Ugh. We do have our dragon princes kind of hidden over here, ready to kind of put it in sideways, as it were, as they say in Ulthuan. Whole line of Lothern Seaguard though, so hopefully we can be able to do some pretty hefty damage. And the big thing here is we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 dragon breaths at our disposal, and we are going to be able to lock up this Air Force pretty quickly. But we do have to worry because this is an anti-large unit and AP, and we do have Lion Coeur himself who does quite a bit of AP, so they are going to be quite devastating. But we're trying to get a little bit of a lineup going here. Because remember, when you do use Dragon Breath, you want to shoot down the flank. Like that. Oh, look at that. Crisping them up. Because when you shoot down the flank of a unit, and that was even too far backward of a shot, to be totally honest. When you shoot down the flank of a unit, it allows you to do more damage to the unit as a whole. If you shoot it straight on, or from the back of it, or even at an individual unit, you really waste a lot. Oh yeah, see, that one went right in the center, right smack dab center on the flank, and it brought it all the way to half. Another unit getting melted away. So, a lot more effective use there. Oh, the Prince though is getting swarmed here by King Lion Coeur and the Pegasus Knights. We got our backline starting to get hit pretty heavy with some foot squires. The Lothern Seaguard trying to hold the line indeed. We do have our Sun Dragon right there. Backline's going to get compromised pretty hot and heavy though. But again, that's not the integral part of this force. The integral part is the flying bat wings of doom here. The dragons from hell. We have a knight-on-knight collision. Oh yes. the gleaming lances of the Grail Knights up against the bat wings of the Dragon Knights. What a deadly combination. In this environment, who knows what could happen? Oh, dude, look at that. Just Pegasus Knights falling from the sky. Oh. Oh, look at that. It's Rain and Man and Pegasi. Oh. But my prince is in some serious trouble here. Leoncoeur and the the unit of Pegasus Knights have put him in very dire straits. But Leoncoeur himself, well, he was in dire straits. He got a good heal off on him. Front line is already buckled though. The massed infantry really kind of put it in hard on these guys. Oh, bloodied and beaten. We do have the Sun Dragon and Leoncoeur kind of squaring off. And in my mind, I was like, oh, okay, this Sun Dragon's really going to put a little bit of a dumpster on Leoncoeur. You can see that is certainly not the case. Each hit taking chunks out of that Sun Dragon. They're dueling for supremacy here. And we clearly see the victor, and if I had a dragon, I'd maybe named it Victor, is quickly becoming Leoncoeur. Oh, but a nice good Dragon Breath coming off here. About this time in the game that I realized, hey, you know, I've got more Dragon Breath to use, and if I don't use it, I will lose on that merit alone. One dragon, though, really starting to getting beat up again here, but with this Moon Dragon in place, it should help out to kind of tip the tie between with those two duking it out. As I always like to say, duking it off. Oh, yes. Not even listening to my own advice, straight on, did not do as much damage to those Foot Squires. Could have been a lot more. But I think at that point I was like, oh no, I'm going to lose this Sun Dragon. I just got to get a breath off. Probably would have been better suited just shooting down the flank of these spearmen. But our Dragon Princes, which, aha, there, that's what I meant to do. See, now, that unit of spearmen was almost at full health. That just completely decimated them. Made the rest of these halberdiers... Oh, more Dragon Breath. I feel like this is just a scene from Game of Thrones. Just shit and Dragon Breath everywhere. Because, I mean, you know, Dragon Breath just shit. It gets shit, right? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, look at that gore. Look at that. That was a damn near full-strength battle program as well. But we still do have quite a bit of infantry to deal with. Leoncoeur is back in good order here. A little bit of rallying, got some Lothar Seaguard kind of coming back online. But really not a lot to do ton. Look at this just mounted pile of death here. You have every type of mounted unit right now, just in a pile. But, time to put the dumpster on this, Oh yes, take that, you damsel. The Dragons of Ulthuan. They send their regards. So that's significantly going to be able to cut off his, ability to use Leoncoeur, but Leoncoeur is far faster than these 4 dragons. So he's going to have a bit of an advantage here because now I no longer have units on the ground. So because of that, we're going to get the warning, hey, you got to land, playa. And as we can see still, significant ground force, not one we can willingly charge into here. Or wittingly, I suppose. But it is lined up quite nicely. Oh, yes. Quite nicely indeed. Oh! Foot Squire's going in for the rout there. We're going to speed this up just a slight bit. There's a little bit of tarrying here, but we went for a target in their leadership on this Grail Relic. Important to kind of get that out of the way. But no! Not the Grail Knights. Anything but the Grail Knights. Remember, with lances, they are anti-large. So they're going to be able to do a significant amount of damage, even to a Moon Dragon. Got this Moon Dragon kind of up in the sky to kind of defend against any imposing Leoncoeurs. But gotta get our prince back up in the air. Not too worried about battle pilgrims. What I am worried about battle pilgrims doing is keeping this moon dragon down on the ground, which is already waning as bad as it is. Like, look at that. Oh, leadership dropping. Look at the deadly noise of the dragon. Call. Clever girl. Oh, look at these majestic beasts covered in gore from ages of old. There's always that, like, butthole clenching moment where you're like, take off. Oh, even though you're fleeing. Alrighty, we'll speed this up again here because the dragons are quite slow. Duel me, Leonker. It is time. Look at the jukes on Leonker. One dragon charging in here. Another dragon charging in here. Bring me the meat. Fall on their expecting prey. We got that warning. We had to come down sooner or later, so it might as well be sooner rather than later. Just dragon spittle flying everywhere. Oh, yes. Another dragon coming in. Just chunks and chunks of soldiers being killed. But the prince is down. The prince is down. Leonker still at pretty full health now, as you can see, half health at least. In this part of the game, it's still pretty huge. One dragon, another dragon down. The other one has fled off the table. And now with the combined might of Bretonnia, we see one of the last beautiful drakes of Ulthuan fall before the peasant mob. But really fun fight there. I know it wasn't a win, but it was one of those ones I really just wanted to share with you guys because it was a thematic army. It was Caledor themed, so there was no way I was not going to kind of share that again. It wasn't a stream, and we will be having a stream on Friday. I'll be doing it probably around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard. That's my birthday stream. I figured, hey, I'm not going to go to work. My birthday, might as well share some of it with you guys. I'm turning the great big 3-0, so it'll be kind of fun. I spent a lot of points kind of on the 2 moon dragons. I wanted to get on our star dragon, but they limited it. You can only have actually 1 star dragon in addition to your prince. So what a 161 and 144 kills from the breath attacks, 96 kills, only 58 from our prince. Really didn't do the job. But you can definitely see those battle pilgrims were able to kind of beat up a lot of our Lothern Sea Guard in the back line, and the dragon princes really didn't get a chance to really come to bear. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Just wanted to get a good thematic build out there. If you have any thematic builds you'd like to see, or any sort of lore-based builds, like, hey, you know, show me something that maybe an errantry war kind of army. I want to see something like that. More than happy to do that. I usually do those in my streams as well. So if you can get a chance, pop on over to the streams. You can make recommendations of builds you'd like to see. Those streams mainly are comprised of fun builds and stuff like that. Starting January 1st, I will be streaming a lot more too, almost daily streams, so you can look forward to that as well, and plenty more goodies coming out here for you guys. But thanks for watching, have a good one, and take care.